Good morning, Hauppauge High School community. It is June 9th, 2020. The calendar days keep clicking along. We know the Groundhog's Day effect is real, but we are moving along nonetheless. We have 13 school days after today remaining in the school year. Again, reach out to your teachers or your child's teachers if you are curious about how the end of the year will wrap up in each specific class. Each class kind of has its own nuance to finish the year. So the best way to connect about that is to connect directly with the teachers of yourself or of your student. And we have an exciting morning here today. We have invited some state champs to engage in a conversation today, our cheerleading team. And we'll dive into that a little bit more in the next couple of minutes. But let's have everybody come in and say an introductory hello. We practiced this. We'll see how we do. Alyssa, come on and say hello.
Hi, good morning.
Excellent. Thank you. Brianna.
Hi, good morning.
Caroline.
Hi, good morning.
All right. Alexa.
Hi, good morning.
Danielle.
Hi, good morning.
Good stuff. I got our athletic director, Mr. Butler, here as well. What's up?
Morning, everyone. Good to be with you this morning.
Excellent. Grace, what's going on?
Hi, good morning.
Excellent. Jay to the Dubs.
Hauppauge, happy Tuesday. Good morning, everyone.
Joy.
Good morning, Hauppauge. It's great to see all the students here this morning. Thanks for being with us.
Excellent. Julia. Julia, I don't know. I didn't hear you. Did anybody hear her? No go. We'll come back to you. It's all right. Christy.
Hi, good morning, Hauppauge.
Good stuff. Coach Laura, what's up?
Good morning, Hauppauge.
Excellent. Lily.
Hi, good morning.
Maisie.
Hi, good morning.
Maria, what's going on?
Good morning, everybody. Glad to see a lot of faces. Have a great day.
Yeah, it's nice. Olivia.
Hey, guys.
Awesome. Rosa, are you there?
Hi, good morning. Nice to see everyone.
And Stella.
Hi, good morning.
All right, good. So we got we're practiced pretty well in terms of the mute, unmute situation. Julia just left. She just left us. All right, we'll see if she comes back in a little bit. So we're going to jump into our correspondences, and then we're going to ask some questions about what it means to be a state champion, what it feels like to be a state champion. We'll hear a little bit about that. Julia, let's give it a shot. What's up?
Hello.
There you are. Everybody wave to her. Good. We're glad to have you, Julia.
Thanks.
All right, so let's just jump into the correspondences. Mr. Whitecourse with sports, go for it.
All right, we're going to keep it short today, just for the sake there's so many people on the call. So we're going to skip trivia today. I apologize ahead of time. But on if you're talking about whatever's happened in sports, we haven't really had much. However, baseball is still having trouble coming back. There's been a proposal that was put out yesterday for a 76-game season where players get 75% of their prorated salaries, but they are not going to approve that. So we're still at a standoff here. If you're looking for something to watch tonight, not much on really, but if you like boxing, you could watch that on ESPN. And if you're a baseball fan, you could rewatch the Mets from 1986 playing in the NLCS. That's on SNY. And if you are interested in rewatching old Yankees games from last year, you could watch that on Yes tonight. And on this day in history, I tried looking for some from cheerleading history. I couldn't find any, so I apologize. But today's a big horse racing day. Today is right around usually when the Belmont Stakes are. Historically, that's obviously been moved this year, but there's a lot of history from the Belmont. On this date 2 years ago, Justify won the Triple Crown. He was the 13th Triple Crown winner in history. And also, happy birthday. Of course, I picked this out because we were talking about him, I think, in one of our last days standing outside before this whole pandemic. Peja Stojakovic.
Sacramento Kings.
In 1977. And also, Dick Vitale, famous announcer, was born on this day in 1940. That's all I got today. Nothing else in sports. Back to you, Chris. Over to Joy.
I would have thought Pager would have been older than that, but that's interesting.
Yeah,
All
he,
right.
Probably could still be playing with his shot.
Yep, it's true. It's true. Joy, what do you got today?
So today is National Donald Duck Day. And I'm not going to quack like a duck, but in 1934, Donald Duck was born out of the many Disney characters we know and love. And actually, Donald is the most seen Disney character after Mickey Mouse. And if anyone can guess Donald Duck's middle name, you will get a prize.
Girls, anybody? Raise your hand if you got it. Caroline? No. She can't. She wants to get on the show, but she didn't have an answer. It's all right, Caroline.
Okay. All right. This is a great trivia question. Maybe we'll pause it and come back to me tomorrow. I'll take texts and emails, and the first person to get Donald Duck's middle name will get a prize. Today is.
I love that their instinct isn't to just quickly look on their phones for the answer.
Awesome. And today is National Strawberry Rhubarb Pie. This pairing of sweet and tart has been famous for hundreds of years. And remember, if you eat it standing up, what?
It doesn't
count. Awesome. Over to you, Christy.
Good morning, guys. Good to see you. Today is going to be absolutely gorgeous out. Sun rose at 5:20 and set the night at 8:23. No clouds in the forecast. Right now it's 73, high of 81 today, and going down to 70 tonight. So it's going to be a beautiful day. So make sure you guys get out there.
Awesome. Maria.
Good morning again. Nothing at all fancy for dinner. Just basic leftovers. There's a few of them in the refrigerator. Time to clean it out. One thing I want to mention as far as boxing is today is a release of the Rocky documentary done by Sylvester Stallone. So if you see my pictures, my coffee mug.
I see it.
Yes, that is my morning coffee mug. And I can't cook. I have to watch it.
Excellent. Maria, we are going to do two things. One, you're going to tell us, where can I watch the Rocky documentary?
I believe you can order it on Amazon or Apple Fire. I think it's $1.99 on Amazon. And I believe Apple Fire TV has it.
Excellent. All right. And you send me an image of a plant. So we're going to try this. All right. And then I also want to ask you a quick question about rhubarb. If you make any, we haven't talked to you, make pies. I actually don't know the answer to that question. Hold on 2 seconds. So here is the quick question. Does anybody know what this is?
Looks like a celery stick.
Celery? That's guess one is celery, Maria. Is that right?
No.
No. Anybody else?
Eggplant. Eggplant?
Maria, eggplant?
No.
I know what that is.
Is this a trick question?
No, it's absolutely not a trick question. And actually, I thought Miss Ferrara would get it.
That's
But
not.
Rose, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I know what that is.
You know what that is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Zucchini.
No.
Oh, is that the gabits or gabats, whatever that is? It grows really long.
So good?
Yes, my mother-in-law grows that. No?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is it? Say that again?
So good, sir.
Good goods. Yes, good goods.
What do you do with it?
It is in the zucchini family.
That is in this.
It is in the zucchini family.
You can stuff it if you want with ground beef and put in the sauce. And can you also use the leaves and make pasta with the leaves? And you add garlic. It's really delicious.
Excellent. All right. Well, there's that one. I don't know if that's going to be a new bit, but I like the effort here. All right. Now let's pivot for a second and jump into conversations about cheerleading and our incredible team. And so I think we're gonna go down memory lane a little bit here, and then we're gonna end with talking about state championships. So, Laura, you've had like a pretty good run over like the last, I don't know, more than half dozen years. But talk to me, like, what is the what's been the cheerleading team's evolution over the last 5 years? And you can, talk to me. I know some of it's gonna be revisiting painful pasts, but go for it.
No, really, there hasn't been many painful paths from 2015. Just speaking of nationals, we placed from 2015 to from 2020. Top 2 we've been twice. Top 3 we've been twice. 5th place once, 4th place once, and there was just that 1 year last year that unfortunately we did not make it to the final round. But I think that really motivated this group of girls to push forward and make sure that they were in the final round at nationals this year. Like I said before, New York State made cheerleading a sport around 2015. We didn't implement it on Long Island until 2017. So 2015, we won a Long Island championship. We placed in the top, we were top 2 until 2019, which we won counties in 2019 and 2020. And that brings us to this year with going all the way, you could say.
Yes, yeah. And so what I found interesting was that nationals happens before the state tournament, right? Or is it tournament the right way to phrase it?
Yes, it has to. Otherwise, we wouldn't be allowed to go.
So you guys win the counties last year, but didn't place in the nationals, right? In 2019. No. And then this year you roll in and you're going for the national title, and you're pretty much right there, 3rd place, right?
Yes, we actually went straight through. So we were the top ranked team going into finals, which does cause a lot of extra pressure and stress. Cheerleading is a very different sport than you could say baseball, lacrosse, or football. You don't get any timeouts. You don't have 4 quarters to play the game or 9 innings. You literally have 2 minutes, 30 seconds to put your best out there. And it's a lot of pressure and stress. It's like, a shot in hockey. It's like that, that final shot in hockey where you had the playoff penalty shot, or the 9th inning, 2 outs in baseball. The pressure's on. But that's the whole 2 minutes, 30 seconds for cheerleading.
Yep. Yeah. They got to have some nerves of steel. Makes a lot of sense. So then you roll into, when were nationals? Remind me again.
Nationals are February 5th, 6th, 7th. We took 3rd place this year at nationals.
Yep. And so then you come back and you got to regroup a little bit. And I know Rocky Point, it seems like if I were is like a rival of yours a little bit. And so then you roll into the state tournament. And when was the state championships? The state championship was March 6th and 7th then. So I was talking to, it was the same weekend as the Footloose performance. And so we talked to them last week about being like one of the last major things that happened before we shut down.
Yes.
So COVID's kind of hanging over you guys. You go up, you got to vindicate yourselves from the nationals, and you go to the state championship. What was it like to go there and just be there? And like, what was the excitement level, the nervousness level? And I'll ask you that. And then I might have a couple of the captains, Olivia, Alexa, and Caroline, to come in and talk a little bit too.
I've been to states before as the president of the Coach Association to just observe and watch, because a lot of New York State teams that are upstate, it's a very different type of cheerleading, where Long Island has more of a elite sport type of cheerleading. So coming up this year, it was really interesting aspect because it's very different than nationals, but it was also very exciting to actually bring my team with me this year and earn it getting up there. And it was, you had COVID hanging around, but it was a great lasting memory I'm glad we were able to go and attend. Yeah. That's really the bottom line.
Yeah. Yeah. Really, truly the last major sport event of the year. Olivia, what were you thinking about as you guys traveled from Hauppauge upstate? Actually, where was the championships? I'm assuming it was upstate. It was upstate, right?
It was Rochester.
Okay, yeah. So talk to me about your emotions. Talk to me about the team's emotions. What did you have going on?
We all like really didn't know what to expect. I mean, coach told us a bunch about it, how it would be different when we got up there and we were a different level of cheerleading, and we didn't really know what to expect, and we just really wanted to do the best we could so we could place as high as we could. And we were nervous. We really didn't know what to expect.
Yeah. Alexa, how would you talk about it?
So we went down there, and the team that placed second above us at nationals, we had to go against them. So when we figured that out, we definitely got a little bit more nervous, but we had to change our routine to make it more of a dance type routine instead of a more nationals type routine. So that was a little stressful. So we went down there just trying to really do our best and to just like hit our routine and to just have fun, because we had nothing else to lose. It's not like this would make us qualify. It's not like this would make us do anything more than we could. So we just tried to go down there and do our best. Great.
And Caroline, talk to me a little bit about, you're up there. How many performances do you do while you're at the state championship? And like, you know, talk to me about your evolution through those as you built towards the final performance.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
Talk to me about the performance, you know, the performances. What was the first one like? You know, talk to me about the first performance. Oh, I hear my voice in the background. What's going on there?
Morning. We were kind of nervous, obviously. And then I'm really just laughing. We got there and we were kind of nervous that morning, and then we went to warm up, and it's kind of different from all of our other competitions because it's like so loud in the whole arena, and everything's just like your warm ups is behind where you compete. And then so we warmed up and we walked down and we competed and we did very good. We had a little like mistakes, not big things, but mistakes, and then we were ready to go again later. And then we did it perfect. And it was really fun and exciting. There's a lot of people, big crowd. It was really cheer. It was really fun.
Cool. Thank you. Laura, so so what is the flow through the performance? You go first time and then you have to do it again? Is that what is, or do you do something different? What is it, the flow of the performances?
The first round, we pretty much do the same performance twice. Oops, hold on one second. She's like, live TV.
That's all right. It's cool.
Sorry. So the first performance, we wound up doing it. We had like one little minor mistake, but we still wound up placing first after our first prelim performance. So as a coach, I'm not going to change. I did change one little thing. We do one of our college level stunts. It's called the hand in hand, where they do a handstand and hit the top. And one of the groups that's been their struggle stunt. So knowing that they didn't hit that the first round, and we placed, and pretty much the second and third place team hit their routines also, it was a pretty much in my head that bring that stunt down a level, and we still could win if we hit this again the second time around. So that was my kind of thing going into the final round, was just to, you know, bring down that hand-to-hand to a half, and everything else goes the way as planned, then we could be state champions. And that's exactly what happened.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, congrats. I want to hear a little bit about the moment when you guys realized you were state champs, what that felt like. Does anybody want to raise their hand and kind of talk me through that moment? We'll go Alexa and then Brianna. Alexa.
Okay, so right after I was a little sick that weekend. So right after we got off the mat, I'm like hyperventilating because I can't breathe. And then we go to our parents, because we just walk right off the right side of the mat and then go to them. So at that time, like, we were all like crying because like we haven't had that feeling, I guess, in a while. So we were really excited. And then like the Newsday lady, this is when I knew like we were kind of like set, was when like the Newsday lady was like, oh my God, I just left the team to come talk to you guys. Like, can we interview you? So we were all just like, yeah, like, sure. So at that time I was like, oh my God, we were literally like state champs. Like, it was kind of surreal because we haven't had like such like a good feeling in a while, because from counties to states was such a long time. And that like period of time, we had a couple rough practices here and there. So we were all just so happy. Like it was literally just the best weekend ever. So we were, yeah.
Brianna, what about you? How would you describe it?
Lexi pretty much said it perfectly. It's just after we hit that routine and we got off the mat, it was like everyone just like knew like that was the best we ever could have done. And everyone was just so like happy and like comfortable with what we did. And then the moment we were like, when we found out we were top 2, we had to actually go next to the team that was second. And it was just hearing their name come in second, and you like knew it was Hauppauge as first. It was just the most like it's like an unexplainable feeling. It was just so exciting, and it was just everyone. It was the best feeling ever, pretty much.
Excellent, awesome. Thanks for sharing that. So I'm going to jump into now asking you a fun question, and people can raise their hand and answer it. So, Coach Laura has a reputation, I think, of being a little intense, and probably has some phrases that she says at practice that are common phrases. So if you want, I'd love to hear a little bit about some common phrases. Be nice, I guess, is what she's saying. I don't know if is that a common phrase, Coach Laura? No. Olivia, you jump in. What's a common phrase?
Again, do it again. Do it again. When something goes wrong at practice and in the middle of the routine, it's do it again. Go again.
Again. Love it.
That's all we hear.
What about anybody else with some other common phrases? Olivia, go for it. Again, go for it.
If you drop your stunts, you're going to do conditioning. You're going to do push-ups if you drop these stunts. That's the usual one, too.
All right, again, push-ups. I thought we'd get better ones than this, too, or more fluid. Alexa, go for it.
A good one is, like, get out of, like, the room, because we have, like, the little room in Whippoorwill that we, like, sit in for, like, I, like, swear to you, like, 30 minutes before we go on the mat, just because we just sit in there and talk about everything. Like, we go in there to talk about cheer, like, to be good. We end up talking about the weirdest stuff. Like, she starts yelling at us to get out of the closet because we're just, like, sitting in there for, like, so long. And, yeah, so that's usually, like, a known phrase. It's just, get out! Like, come on! So, yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, listen, I think this has been fun. I think the last thing is you guys won the states. We should have had like a roll out the carpet parade for you. Instead, it was, are we going to shut down tomorrow? And how are we going to get through whatever's coming at us? And then the school closed down. So that's kind of what happened. And I think we've had a similar kind of flow with Footloose, and then also some other teams that kind of finished their year around the same time. And I know that this has been kind of epic spring. So as we go through the shout outs, if you could kind of point to people that have helped you over the last few months, kind of just come to terms with everything, that would be great. But otherwise, we're just going to do a final round of shout outs and then call it a morning show. Thank you so much for being here. So girls, get ready. You got a shout out coming. Alyssa, take it away. You're our first.
Like, shout out to the team just for like keeping everyone positive and chatting all the time. Like, even though it's like, you know, your senior year, but you just, you know, stayed positive through everything and encouraging.
Beautiful. Thank you. Brianna.
Shout out to the team as well, because it's like my second family and they're always there for everything, whether it's cheer or even family relations. It's always just, it's a very close family. So shout out to you guys.
Beautiful. Caroline.
I want to shout out to my parents for helping me through the rough time, and also to the team for all the great drive-bys, because I love those and they make me feel special.
Awesome. Alexa.
I give a shout out to my coaches and my teammates, because without you guys, I wouldn't make the memories that I do.
Awesome. Coach Butler, or Mr. Butler.
Yeah, so I just want to give a shout out to not only this team, but all the student athletes who kind of laid the groundwork for this and all the work that goes into it. It's really an unbelievable accomplishment. And as far as we've been able to find out, this is the first team that has won a state championship in Hauppauge. We've had a lot of individuals who have won, but this is the first team. You know, to be able to come back from a little bit of a disappointment at nationals, but that being said, like, every team that's at nationals would love to place third, you know, except for Hauppauge, whose expectation is so high. So that's a you know, a normal that they've created and this program's created. So from the parents to the former coaches to the former student athletes to the community that supports this, shout out to everyone, because a little piece of this belongs to everyone, and to this unbelievable group who you know, was positive through everything and had a little bit of everything: senior leadership, young contributors, veteran presence, and just knew that whatever they were going to do, they were in it together. And it's just a great example for all of us. So proud of them, and you know, couldn't be more happy for them and their families and all of us. So thanks to all you guys.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that. Danielle.
I definitely want to give a shout out to the team. Like, they've helped me grow so much as a person and as an athlete, and they've just made my senior year the best, and I love them so much.
Awesome. Grace.
I wanted to shout out my coaches because they've helped me so much throughout the years.
J Dubs.
So a few things. First, shout out to everyone on this call, especially the students, for waking up so early and dealing with this. Thanks for being up and for being on the show. Laura, shout out to you for doing this with a toddler. I know that cannot be easy. I see you have yourself muted, so I can only imagine what's going on in the background there. And shout out to this little guy. He's 10 months old today. So made it through 10 months, double digits. Goes by fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joy.
I want to give a big shout out to the cheer team. Ladies, I am so proud for you and proud of you. I absolutely know the tremendous work that goes into building a state champion team. And I mean, holy cow, this is something so incredible. And I hope that you recognize all of the practice, all of the yelling by your coach, all of that pays off. And it's great to see you girls are so tight as a family. And I want to give a big shout out to all of our seniors and, you know, Target Insight. We are with you, and we can't wait to see who you become.
Beautiful. Julia.
Hi. I want to give a shout out to the coaches and our team, but especially the seniors as well, because I'm definitely going to miss them all so much, and they helped so much throughout this whole year. And my parents too, because if I didn't have them, I wouldn't be like anywhere without them. Okay.
Good. Christy.
Hi, gonna give a shout out to all you girls who got up this morning to come join us. We love seeing your faces. It's so exciting. You guys did an amazing job this year. You should be so proud. And you know, I know how tightly knit you are, so this must be very hard. So I'm glad you are all able to see each other today.
Nice. Laura.
I'd first like to give a shout out to my team, of course. We've been through so much together, the good, the bad, the ugly, the best. Of course, to their parents who also do so much tremendous work for our program. The Hauppauge administration, without them, we wouldn't be able to really do all we do and have our own gym space. That really helps out a lot. And just the Hauppauge community for all their support and love. And a shout out to my seniors, of course. I love them so much. I'm going to miss them. I know this is not the goodbye. You know, they're stuck with us forever. Just I know all the girls are waiting in line to kind of get back to open gyms and things like that. So as soon as we get the go, you know, I know they all miss that interaction.
Yeah. Lily.
I want to give a shout out to our seniors because the team itself, just you guys kind of built this team the way it is, and it would definitely never be the same without you guys, and it won't next year, but hopefully we can fill your shoes as best we can. And I also want to give a shout out to the sports teams who didn't get their seasons during the spring. Like, we luckily got our whole thing in, but I want all of them to like try to stay positive because hopefully they'll get their season next year.
Nice, very compassionate. Maisie.
I want to give a shout out to my coaches and the team for making my senior year on varsity so special and just for a great year all around.
Thank you. Maria.
Whoops, forgot my place. I just want to give a big shout out to all the cheerleaders for everything they do and their hard work.
Nice. Maria, I forgot to, when you said, give a plug first, the Rocky thing. Where can we watch this?
Amazon.
Okay.
It's $1.99. And I think my daughter said Apple Fire TV. I'm not really that familiar with it. And that's all I really know, except that it's today.
Excellent. We're gonna have to have a special segment on that next week. Actually, I think we might actually do it a whole morning meeting dedicated to that documentary. Olivia.
I want to shout out my parents for making the best out of this tough time, and of course HVC and the coaches, because I don't know what I would do without them.
Awesome. Rosa.
I want to shout out to this cheerleading team for the hard work they did, all the seniors in the community, and also the Hauppauge schools for the support and doing a great job through this pandemic.
Awesome. Thank you.
And also my family and friends.
Nice. Stella.
Hi, I want to shout out my team for like being my best friend for the last 2 years and staying positive during this.
Awesome. Hey, well, I really appreciate you all jumping on the call this morning, and really an enormous accomplishment of being a state champion. An enormous accomplishment of being a state champion. As Mr. Butler said, we are nearly 100% certain that this is the first team in Hauppauge history to be a state champion. And I'm sure you guys have your sights on both a national championship and a state championship next year. I know you're always hungry, and that's what makes excellence in programs. So always staying hungry, always staying focused on what's next. But beautiful 2020 year, and looking forward to watching and participating and kind of being a fan over the next couple of years as we see this group continue to flourish. So thanks, everybody. Peace out, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you for having us.
Bye.
Yes.
Go Eagles.
Bye, everybody.
Go Eagles.
Take good care. Go Eagles. Good to see you.